Well, when it comes to our forever friends like Boone here, there is nothing that we won't do. Here now from the University of Illinois is Dr. Joanna Schmidt. Dr. Schmidt, welcome.
Nice to be here.
And before we get into kind of what you do and some of the exciting things that you're working on, we got to talk about Boone.
We do.
What an adorable pup.
Yeah, she's a good girl. She gets to come to the university and help out when we need healthy dogs to have control samples for blood. She participates, so she helps in our research as well.
And now Boone is your dog.
She is, yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And she just seems, she's excited about the camera.
Settle down.
New thing.
Yes. Can you sit?
Oh,
there you
good
go.
job, Boone. Good job. A new environment.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your work. Tell folks about what it is that you do, kind of where your expertise is.
Yeah, so I am a veterinary oncologist. I'm a medical oncologist, so I treat dogs and cats with cancer. Specifically, I work at the University of Illinois, and I work in the clinical trials department. So I work with animals who are undergoing treatment with novel therapies. So not your traditional treatment, but we're looking at investigational things that are new out in the world as we can try to really expand cancer therapies and find new ways to treat cancer, because we always can do better, and that's really my role at the university.
That is fantastic. Now, I understand you guys have a lot of different trials that you guys are working on, but there's 3 in particular that can only be found here.
Correct. Currently, we have 16 open trials, so we have a lot of different things, but really of interest right now, we have a few that you really, like you said, can't find anywhere else. We have one for lymphoma in dogs. Lymphoma is a very common cancer that we see a lot. It's highly treatable but not curable, and we're always looking for something better, as I said. This trial uses a drug called donamustine, and that drug is a combination of 2 current drugs on the market, but it gets rid of all of the negative side effects, really.
Oh, wow.
And so we're working with a company that has developed this drug to really see if we can get rid of side effects but progress how they respond. And like I said, you can't get it anywhere else, so that's really a unique opportunity for anyone in our region or willing to travel. Another trial that we have uses a technology called CAR T-cell, and that stands for chimeric antigen receptor T-cell. So it's kind of a mouthful, but what it is we genetically modify T-cells, which are your immune fighting cells, to get them to specifically look for the cancer cells themselves and target that. And it's a really known technology in human cancer, and it's really effective. It works really well for lymphomas and leukemias in people, and we're trying to move that over into the dog side of cancer, looking at that for osteosarcoma and hemangiosarcoma. And we work very closely with Northwestern University, so it's really exciting and not something else.
Oh, it is super exciting. And actually, growing up, we had a couple dogs that passed away due to cancer, and we didn't find out until it was too late. So I understand just the excitement that must be there with a lot of these breakthroughs that you guys are finding. For folks that have a pet, have a forever friend at home that is dealing with a cancer diagnosis, how do they get involved, and what is the process like to be a part of these trials?
Yeah, so there's a couple things you can do. First, reach out to your family vet, because they can always contact us and speak directly with any of the doctors on staff to get information and help the referral process. You can also look at the University of Illinois website. Our trials are always listed, so you can see what's there, or you can reach out to our trials team and get information about getting scheduled and meeting with us. We will always meet with you to go through and see if your pet is eligible, and we love getting people to reach out with us. So the more people we can talk to and the more pets we can help, the more we can advance our research and really progress to the future.
And that helps other people's animals in the future.
Yep,
the more animals that you guys get to help now really has a direct benefit to the future.
It really does.
How involved are these trials? Is it something like they have to plan on getting a hotel if they're not living in town, or is it, every once in a while they come in, or is it different for each trial?
It is different for each trial. Most are in and out, so you can go home same day. If the patients need to stay, a lot of times they stay in hospital with us so their families can go home. So we try to make it as easy as we can, because everybody's got lives and families.
So you can board the animals at the hospital.
Yep, absolutely. And a lot of them are a few weeks. We have some that go on long term, but we really work with the family to make sure we can make it fit their lifestyle.
Well, that is fantastic. What do you guys recommend for folks? Because I think sometimes we're not necessarily looking for cancer in our animals.
Yes.
So what are some signs that maybe you should go to your vet and say, hey, I think I need to get my pet checked out?
Yeah. So first thing, any lump that you ever see, have that checked out. Always go talk to your vet and see what it is. But really common things are if they're not eating as well, if they're losing weight, or if they seem just a little bit lethargic or off. It's surprising how many times families will notice in their own pet that their pet's off, and they're actually noticing something very, very subtle. So we always trust the family when they say, something's wrong with my dog. They're always right. So any change, really.
Get it checked out.
Absolutely.
Well, it's exciting work that you're doing. And Boone, so great to meet you. Glad you guys could be with us today. If you want to learn more about the clinical trials that are happening over at the U of I Veterinary Teaching Hospital, we'll have them linked up at our website at ciliving.tv.